Hey guys, Kyle of Team Limitless here with Revenger Dragruler Phantom deck profile for you. So we'll start with the Grade 0, which is Judge Bow Revenger. Standard when all your Grade 3s have Phantom in their name. It allows for 2 free Grade 1s, providing you actually get it off and it's not retired. So to go with this, I try and get the Blackwing Thornbreaker Angels, because when they're superior called from the deck, which is where Judge Bow is pulling them out from, you get an additional draw. And so if you pull out 2 of them, Soul Blast 2, draw 2 cards, bonus all round. The trigger lineup, I go for 6 crit, 6 draw, and the standard 4 heal. The reason why I run this is because Dragruler himself forces damage on the opponent. The deck doesn't need to be too crit heavy. I don't like running the stands. It doesn't really work with the deck in my opinion. And the 6 draw is always good just because you can discard the perfect guards and it allows you to keep a field going, because the more cards you have in hand, the more shield, the more rear guard you're going to have. The Grade 1 lineup for the deck is 4 perfect guard, because the counterblast you need to be careful with, because shadows can be a very heavy counterblast deck, so the quintet isn't brilliant. And on top of that, because the quintet's milling the top 5 cards of the deck, you're losing out on rear guard, which you could possibly sacrifice for Dragruler himself. So that's why I'm running 4 perfect. Running 4 of the Sharp Point Revenger Shadow Lancer, which allows you to discard a Grade 3 and search for Mordred Phantom. Running 4 of this because it guarantees to set up for the cross ride. It allows you to deck thin, and you don't want Grade 3s to clog because they have no shield. Running 4 Dorant, just because you can unflip when you call a Blast of Dark in the same column, allowing for you to keep the counterblast going. And it's a fairly decent 7k boost, so it still allows you to hit the columns. And then, as said earlier, running 2 Swordbreak Angels, which if you get them off with Judge Bow, it's free draws, or if you don't get the Judge Bow, you can still pull them out of the Mordred Phantom Break Ride effect, allowing for additional draw power. The only thing that you have to be careful is, because they don't have Revenger in name, they can't be killed off by Dragruler. However, there's still enough Revengers in the deck to get around this. The Grade 2 lineup consists of 2 Wily Revenger Mana, which is just a free superior call, so you can bring out a free Sharp Point Shadow Lancer, just allowing for the ditch into the Mordred Phantom, guarantee the Break Ride, guarantee the Cross Ride base power. It's running 4 Masquerade, just because 12k hitters, numbers, it's what the game's about. 3 Blast of Dark Revenger, because it's an unflip mechanic, it reduces the opponent's field, and even when you are retiring the field, it's technically only counterblast 1 with a Dorant, reducing shield of your opponent, forcing more out of them, it's always a good thing. And then the last Grade 2 is Dark Cloak Revenger Tartu, which is, I always like to run in Revengers just because it's permanent field building for Counterblast 2. You have a column, it's not going to disappear unless they kill it. So it's always a good Grade 2 to run. And then the Grade 3 lineup, 4 of the Illusionary Revenger Mordred Phantom, which is the break ride of the deck, and the base power for the Dragruler. Very good break ride, Counterblast 1, 10,000 power to Vanguard, bring out a free rear guard. You can always control the field to how you want it. And then the last Grade 3 is the Dragruler himself, which is the cross ride for Mordred Phantom and the main focus, trying to force as much out of your opponent as you can. If they're on 4 damage, you can force them to 5, make them have to guard, and even if they're on 5 damage, you can counterblast 1, kill 2 of your rear guard just to gain the 10,000 power, and force more out of your opponent. So the deck tries to play aggressive, but it also tries to control the board, using the Blast of Dark to retire their rear guard, using the Dragruler to force them to a damage point that they don't want to be at. It has the draw power from the sword breaks and the 6 draw triggers. So the deck, as I said, the deck tries to play aggressive. It also tries to control as much as it can. Tries to control its field and its opponents through the superior call. And that's the deck. Thanks for watching, guys.